Hey YouTubers, Redneck Brian here. I've just discovered something on my racing tractor. Don't know if you've noticed anything different. Yeah, I got a way bigger tire on the front end now. Just on the left side for now. If you're sitting on the left side. Facing it right side. That is the original back tire from my old Craftsman. Let me tell you what I was originally going to do. What originally happened was, this tire is the really fucked up one that came with this tractor. It's garbage. It has a sidewall crack right through the tire. I foamed it once. It's garbage. I need new tires on there. But I was originally just going to grab the Craftsman tires, because I've had them on here before. But they always rid into the suspension. So I figured, I saw the back tire sitting over there. I figured, oh, I'm going to try it, see if the spindles are long enough. Sure enough, the spindles are long enough to have the back tires from the Craftsman on the front end of this. Sweet. Now I'm going to replace the other one. If you look, there's no jack underneath there. How much higher the left side there is sitting. This tire is just barely touching the ground. This tire here on this side is good. I think it has minor cracks, but other than that, it's a good tire. But obviously I'm going to replace it, because back up here. Yeah, it's actually sitting relatively level, believe it or not. I don't know how good you can tell it from the camera, but it actually is sitting relatively level. So I'm going to put the other tire on and stay tuned. Okay, Redneck tire change is finished. They both obviously went on since you saw the one go on. Obviously the other one would go on in its place. Got the other tire off. This is the good one. This one's never lost air ever. And I believe it has some sidewall cracking. Actually not bad at all. This tire is actually pretty good. It's a shame both these tires actually still have nubbies on them. And it's a shame that what bad shape they're in. On here I inverted the tires, meaning the valve stems are to the inside. So I think that'll be alright like that. Seat down. Feels like it steers a little bit easier too, because obviously these tires have more air in them. I greased them both. I pulled the other side back off. I greased it up real good, and I did the same with this side, just so nothing does seize on. I don't want that obviously to have happen. So I'm about ready to go take this for a little spin. I also replaced the belt again. I put the 54 inch belt on the back again, just to see if that will help it go a little bit better. But I think what was happening is it was struggling to go, I think mainly because that tire was going flat and I didn't realize it. So put this little idler pulley in here so it doesn't get wet anymore. There's the other belt. There's still a little bit of belt slop, but I think it'll be okay. A little bit of slop is okay in the belt. So obviously you don't want it too tight, you don't want it too loose. You want to have like a middle ground. Possibly a 53 will work on it a little bit better. I'm not 100% sure. But weird thing was, the 54 was closest to the original belt, and that's why I put the 54 on. Or sorry, the 55 was closest to the original belt. That's why I put that one on there. But as you guys know, the original belt was slipping off. So yeah, so I'm gonna try this belt, see if a little bit better tension. It's just when it goes into high gear, because just with high gear it takes so much more torque to make it turn. So that's what makes the belt turn. That's what makes the belt come loose. So about to go take it for a spin. See you guys in a bit. Okay, I took it for its test drive. It did pretty good, but typical, the back belt through. That was almost an hour ago though. I actually just recently got back from TSC, and yeah, I picked up another rear belt. I picked up a 42 and a 43 inch. And from the look of this packaging, you can tell the 43 inch is on there. The 42 is up there. 42 was just a little bit too tight. I did try it, and it was just a little wee bit too tight. There was no brakes. So there's a 43 inch on the front, or sorry, on the rear right now. It seems to actually work pretty good. I drove it back and forth, just up there a little bit along the patio, and back to here. As you can see, it's raining out. It's a muddy mess out here. It's a miserable day, very miserable day. So I drove it back and forth. It seems to be doing okay. You still gotta let off on the clutch nice and slow, just obvious, because what it is there's so much torque. It's just wanting to throw the belt because there's just so much torque in there. Because I got a 6-inch on the front. Sorry, it's a 5.5 or 6-inch on the front, and it's going through. The rest of it's all the stock system. So it's just like putting a V8 engine into a car that's only designed for a 4-cylinder engine. It's just so much torque. It's basically the frame can't really handle it. It can, but it can't. So yeah, that's basically analogy of what's happening. It's just so much torque. So as long as you let off nice and slow, or not even really slow, just carefully, as long as you don't drop out the clutch like real fast, it's fine. So So as you saw right there, I can actually let out on the clutch a little bit quicker than I was before. Let me go out of the rain again, so my camera doesn't get soaked. I can let off on the clutch a lot quicker than I could before, so it should be able to take off a lot faster at like a dead stop. And it seems to be all okay. It's just now I got to put some spacers in there on the front axle. Basically to hold the tires right where I want them. Like obviously with the oversized tires, when I was taking it for a run, I think it rubbed somewhere. I could hear something rubbing when I turned. So that's pretty much it with that. Actually, I kind of like the look. I wish I kind of had a little bit bigger tires for the back end now, and we could match the front tires. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna leave those tires on the front, unless I find a little bit smaller set than like of back tires, and then it will actually work out perfectly fine. So those are pretty big tires that are on there, and those are brand new tires. So show you the tension. The brake's not on. Got a little bit of play, but nothing near to what it was before. Like now it's hard. If you wanted to pull the belt off with that tensioner in place, it's near impossible to do it. So, and that puts even more tension on, obviously. I haven't really tried it in the higher gears, because it's raining out, and yeah, because it's raining out. I'm starting to get cold, don't want to get sick, and so on and so forth. So I'll most likely try that tomorrow if it stops raining. It's supposed to actually snow tomorrow and later on tonight. Luckily, I don't have to go to work tonight. So other than that, I think it's actually pretty good. I got it figured out. It's a good ratio for the front belt. I believe the front belt 54-inch, and now the back one is a 43-inch. So I have everything written down on my phone anyways for the sizes, so if I ever do blow a belt, I know exactly what size I got to get. So, but other than that, I think it's actually going to be okay. Hopefully I'll have less problems, and I might see about flipping around those front tires, try to get a little bit less width out of it, because right now they're on backwards, or I'm going to flip around these tires here. Actually, I think these back tires are already flipped, so I gotta make it a little bit narrower on the front end. It fits through the gate okay, but it's just a little bit wide I got about 2 inches on each side. So other than that, it's working fine, as you saw. So I'll talk to everyone later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment, and stay warm.